All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from the Wash Media headquarters in Austin, Texas. My name's Will DeFreeze. To my left, David Ruff.
A lot of people expected us just to be at home, not here podcasting.
Who's your favorite president, dude?
You know I love dead presidents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it would be weird to not give the platform to someone who actually is seeking the office in some capacity. Any special announcements you'd like to make?
I'm not a brat.
Weirdly, again, I've been over this a few times. I'll be very clear. I'm not running for office. I'm not running as
You're winning. You're winning
dog.
office. Yes, that's alpha.
I'm
I don't
not
get
running
this
as a
joke.
hot dog, nor am I running as myself.
I don't get this joke. What's so funny about you being a hot dog? Explain it.
I would love to know the answer to that too, David. Thank you for bringing that up.
I don't
Anyone
get
have
it,
any
man.
comments
Rare
on
L
that?
from you, bro.
I don't know.
Common Gliz L.
Come on, man. And no, I don't have a running mate.
Who's your favorite? Like, which president has inspired you the most?
I sort of like them all.
Really?
Yeah,
All of them?
Really?
sort of like them all.
Really? Like none have done anything that kind of.
Who was the worst? Andrew Johnson.
Why'd you default to him?
I think he's like true scum. Like no redeeming qualities. If I'm thinking of the right fella.
Who's like the chillest president? Like any president's just like straight up chill, like get in the White House and just like not really leave or do much because they're like, shit, I got this dope ass mansion I can lamp
Hey,
around
They just
in.
put their feet up on the
Yeah.
desk and like, fuck it.
Straight
For
up,
sure.
Andrew Johnson looks like a dickhead.
Yeah,
I think,
Fucking
I
just
think he's
don't
the
like his
worst.
face.
yeah.
As far as like from just like a moral standpoint.
I think you're thinking Andrew Jackson, but
Andrew
Andrew
Jackson.
Andrew Johnson was a president that got impeached. I learned that on Do You Know It when I got it wrong.
Maybe I'm
As
thinking
the
of
host.
Jackson. Anyway,
Either
doesn't
way,
matter.
probably both bad.
Doesn't
He was a
matter.
Democrat.
Why doesn't Wash Media take President's Day off? That's a question we haven't asked yet.
My wife asked the same thing.
Yeah.
One time we
Having
tried
fun.
to take a holiday off, and Brett shamed us for being soft or something.
Yeah, I don't really follow Brett when it comes to holidays.
It was
Like
a national holiday.
he
It was
wanted us to
Easter.
work like Labor Day, and I was like, dude, what? Like, do you not realize that people look forward to Labor Day like it's like the most important thing just because you don't have to go to work?
Yeah, he was like, y'all are soft, man.
Yeah, I'll be honest. From my perspective, like Sally working in a hospital, like she's gonna go to work today either way, so it doesn't really register for me.
Yeah.
And then like once it comes up, I'm like, oh yeah, we probably should have just taken that off.
Yeah.
Did they give Joey Biden's the day off? Kind of his day.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't know if the president gets President's
tired,
Day
man.
off. That's a good question, Dave. I don't think they get
He
days
should.
off.
They
They're
should.
kinda always on
They
call,
should give
you
him a
know?
day and pass it down to the speaker pro tem or whatever.
Like if he gets a call, like, "Hey man, nukes are headed our way," he's like, "Sorry, I'm just not working today.
Bro, I'm-
y'all deal with it."
Bro, did you not see my
Tanukis!
did you not see my email? My out of office kick back to you? Like not answering calls.
Yeah.
What'd you get for him? Like Father's Day, you get a present for your dad and stuff. What'd you get Joe Biden? You got him a gift, right?
A bike?
Tax
With
dollars.
training wheels?
No, it's not. Damn it. It's the bike from
Okay.
Bruno.
Sure.
All right.
Just trying to spice it up.
I've been workshopping this. Can you guys just pause for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Dick Vitale notifying Joe Biden that we're getting nuked.
Okay. Wow. Why would he be the one to deliver that message?
Just let him
Okay,
cook.
sorry.
It's the nukies!
How does he have advanced warning?
Yeah.
Crazy in here!
If Dick Vitale finds out before our president, we're in trouble.
Here's the thing. I love Dick Vitale. He's just we can't have someone that old manning the nuke situation.
Dick
I agree.
Vitale?
Yeah.
He's an older feller.
Okay,
But-
okay.
but
What
Joe
if we
Biden-
got someone younger? What if we got younger at the position real quick?
Okay. Maybe like
Oh my God, Joe!
Mike Breen?
He might be notifying
we're not
everyone after.
banging.
Yeah. I don't know if the nuke's hitting and then have a Breen bang really
You're right.
feels that great.
That might be.
he's
yeah.
just live calling it.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Puts it up, puts it in. That wouldn't
There
work.
goes California.
Oh God.
Speaking of things that got nuked, we don't have a YouTube channel right now.
Oh, I thought you were about to intro me.
You already got introed.
Did I?
That's the guy running for president as a hot dog.
Oh man,
Well,
that
yeah.
wasn't a
Shivery,
real
yeah.
intro.
We have more important matters, Dillon. Our YouTube account has been suspended for reasons largely unknown. Right now, as it stands, if you go to youtube.com/circlingback, normally we'd implore you to subscribe there. Currently, you cannot do that, as it said that our account has been terminated. Not a great thing. We've got some people working behind the scenes, aka Dave and Randy, just pursuing every avenue you can pursue.
Yeah.
Quite frustrating.
Do we have an alternative for this? No.
Go subscribe to our Washed Media. That's all we can have you do.
Yep.
And then if that one comes down this week, I'm going to be very upset.
Based on how things are transpiring right now, we're not allowed to upload anything to YouTube for fear of whatever account we create just also getting taken down or just a permanent suspension across the board. And so what we're going to do right now is simply record this video podcast and I guess just holster it for a little bit. Just sit on it until we have a resolution.
Man, no one can see our hot faces.
Yeah, it's
today?
tough, dude. It's tough.
Oh.
If you are out there, please go make sure you're subscribed on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just do both just to help us out. Like we're kind of reeling right now.
If you know someone who works at YouTube and you can if you got a back channel, hit us up. I'm sure this has never been said before by any podcast that's been taken down. Just let us know.
What's your email, Dave?
Dave@washedmedia.com.
Not David?
Not David. Although I think David still gets kicked to me. Right?
I don't think it does. No.
Oh.
No.
Dave.
Just Dave.
My son calls me David on occasion. I'm like, it's not don't call me that. Already disrespecting me.
For the first several years that I knew you, everyone called you David.
Mm-hmm.
He's my son and my partner.
You're in my phone as David.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be D-Man.
No.
Come on, man.
No, I'm not putting you in it. He's the D-man.
I'm the D-man. I'm
Yeah,
the
he
original.
was D-man first, right?
Dick Vitale's name is literally Vital Dick.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is, baby.
Uh-huh.
You need it. It's vital.
I was going to share something after my intro that I got distracted by the whole El Glizadente thing. I've had this pimple on the side of my head for 3 months, and it's really deep, and if you push on it, it was hard, and it was so frustrating. I was going to go to the dermo to get it taken care of. It was that bad. I finally got it last night.
What'd you do?
And it was one of the best. It was probably the highlight of my weekend.
Did it hit the mirror in front of you?
No, dude, I finally just worked it through the skin. I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. It's going to heal just in time for the wedding on
Turn your
Friday.
head.
There's a little,
Okay.
little scab there
I
now.
see you. I
Dude,
see you, little
it's about
pimp.
to heal up. Oh, the best thing, man.
I love popping pimples, dude. I know it's gross, and I know that you shouldn't do it, but it feels so good to get one out.
It's low-key like a cyst, I think, because there's a hard thing inside.
There's cystic acne.
That's
a
sure. That's what
As
it
a guy,
was.
who had some questionable skin in high school.
I even took I
It's not
couldn't.
fun.
I couldn't get through the skin, so I even took a knife the other day
Did you?
What the fuck?
and poked at it.
Did
and
you-
I think it finally worked.
It might
out.
Did you
have.
clean this thing?
Oh yeah.
Don't get infected, Playboy.
I washed it with dish soap, and then I took a flame to it to completely sanitize it.
Oh, like a
Damn,
fucking
you have
science experiment.
Did a blowtorch.
Did you go Bunsen burner?
It was. I used a lighter.
Why didn't you use a Bunsen?
I have
burner?
25 of them on my dresser.
You don't have a Bunsen burner.
Why do you
though.
have 25 lighters?
Exactly.
What?
I'm happy for you, but
You know
I
that
was,
song?
No. What is
Dylan.
Dave does.
Oh, for sure.
25.
You need to be
it? I have
careful.
0 lighters at my place. I really need one.
If you're
You're the
doing,
candle guy.
I have all matches, dude.
Oh,
But,
that's
the
kinda-
other day I wanted a lighter, and I was like, I need a lighter right now.
Matches are low key more swag.
Yeah, but it's kind of annoying.
Dude, speaking of candles, Dylan, let me be the first to say happy birthday to Parks.
Thank you, Randy. That's very kind of you. I'll pass that on to him that you were the first.
I was the first.
Yeah.
you
Happy
gotta be
birthday
careful
to my,
doing surgery on those things.
my son and my partner. Why?
'Cause I might have to amputate your face.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Face off.
I don't want that.
Face off.
Don't want that. Okay, we can continue on with the program.
How do we follow up that?
I don't know.
Yeah. If you know anything at YouTube, email me or Dave. We need help.
I told y'all about the pimple I had on my gooch a couple months ago.
Dude, you're going to share that with the people?
It hurt so bad.
He had a gooch pimp.
Your little Taylor.
Dude, what?
Oh, Taylor Gooch.
Oh, yeah. Not something I'd ever encountered before. And I was like, what's going on? I think it was an ingrown hair of sorts.
Probably.
Yeah, not ideal. If you've ever experienced it, you got to back out of that. Don't double click into that situation, my friends.
Did you get it with a steak knife like Dylan?
Yeah. And then I cauterized it. Yeah, it was really good. Hey.
used to steak high.
Tomorrow, we're doing exactly 5 minutes beyond the paywall, unless I'm mistaken. Am I mistaken? I don't think I'm mistaken. We're doing exactly 5 minutes beyond the paywall. Please enjoy. YouTube, or I'm sorry, whoa, definitely not youtube.com. Patreon.com/circling back podcast. If you're interested, we do a free 7-day trial for all new patrons. Go check it out. Next week, we'll be doing Randy's game show. Do you know it? Who will be producing this time?
That would be Mr. Brett.
Oh, yeah, because, yep, it was a photo finish last time. Brett, who seems to know every answer when he's in the producer chair, will be producing this next episode. We still got some because we are the bad boys of podcasting. We are suspended from YouTube. Please go shop the Bear t-shirt that says the original bad boys of podcasting.
Did we kind of tell on ourselves? Like, did we drop that shirt and they're like,
hold on.
These guys are on our platform. Let's see what's
What's
up.
going on over here?
What makes them so bad?
They had
I
a
hate-
meeting and they said, let's double click into
They
that.
double clicked it. Like, there we go.
It's insane that like now we might have to confront getting on Rumble. Truth Social's about to be a publicly owned company. Like things are just really going Trump's way right now for us.
Barstool's on Rumble,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are people doing Rumble?
Probably for the reasons that we're outlining here.
I don't even know what we did
they're
wrong. I
bought.
feel like we're pretty innocent. Like you can't make cum jokes on YouTube.
Like we're bad boys, but we're also good boys.
Yeah, like we're bad boys, but we're nice bad boys.
We're on the
you know?
good end of the bad.
We have a
spectrum.
line. We don't cross it.
No, we don't cross it, do we, Dillon? I
What,
think
what do we do to that, Dillon?
This is again, cocaine is not for me. Never done it.
I like to think that in
That's
the lead
how,
up,
exactly. See, you have a line.
Yes.
in the lead up to the election, I think they're trying to stifle third party runs, and they got a little whiff of the glizz,
Mm-hmm.
and like we got to just stamp this out. For
Dude, that's a good point.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're rolling around on the little thing.
Hold up. Let him cook. That's funny.
It's not that good.
It's good. It's good.
It's not that
you guys hear
good.
that? It's time to recap this weekend in fun presented by our friends over at Naked Wine. So you ever walk into the store and have no idea what to get? I do that pretty much every time I go get wine. And that's why I love our next sponsor, Naked Wines. Today's podcast is sponsored by Naked Wines. Naked Wines is a subscription service that seamlessly connects you to the finest independent winemakers on the planet, so you get a box of the market's best quality wines however often you'd like for a fraction of the price you'd normally pay in stores. How do they do it, you're probably asking? A fraction of the price, you say? Well, Naked Wines connects you or winemakers and wine drinkers directly, allowing for the vineyard to deliver directly to your door at up to 60% off of what you normally pay in store. By cutting out that traditional retail middleman with the costs and markups that we all hate, winemakers can pass those savings on to you without skimping on quality. And as a result, you get exclusive access to hundreds of top quality, award-winning wines at huge savings, making Naked Wines perfect for any type of wine drinker. I'm not going to lie, boys. They dropped the bag on me. They didn't drop the bag on me as much as they dropped the bag on Dillon over here, who pretty much got like a lifetime supply of wine. But when my wine came in, I was so thrilled with my selection. We had some light Pinots in there. We had some interesting cabs.
Can I make a confession?
What?
I got that second box too.
We know. I always knew you were going to.
The first box was for everybody.
Mhm.
It was addressed to me. We thought that we were all getting that box.
See,
I'm sorry.
I'm glad that I took a bottle from that original box.
You deserve
it.
it.
Would look. It
So
just
did
looked so
Dave.
good. The bottle had a fly fisherman on it. I was like, I can't let these vibes go to Dillon.
The wine is so good that they send. They're all so good.
They are. They really are. Naked Wines has been around for over 10 years, and they fund over 90 independent winemakers. No commitments and membership fees. You, too, can enjoy Naked Wines hassle-free. And the best part, every bottle is a passion project from independent winemakers, so you're literally making an independent winemaker's dream come true. How nice is that? Head over to nakedwines.com/Steam. Click Enter Voucher in the top right when you get to the website, and you just put in Steam for both the code and the password, and you get 6 bottles. Yes, I said 6 bottles of wine for just $39.99. That's a deal in and of itself. That's $100 off and less than $7 per bottle. That's nakedwines.com/Steam, and use the code and password Steam to grab 6 bottles for just $39.99. One last time, nakedwines.com/Steam, code and password Steam, $100 off your first 6 bottles. Dylan, what'd you get into this weekend?
Thanks for asking, Will. I had a very eventful Friday, which I think we're going to get to after this. So I'm just going to gloss over Friday. Saturday, I volunteered we did a little field day at the the Little League park by my place because Parks is playing this year. I'm assistant coaching, and they asked for volunteers to go do some work on the field, trim some vines off the fence, spread some dirt around. It was a good time, man. I got my hands dirty, Dave. It's good for the soul to do that every now and then. Get those hands.
You don't get your hands dirty enough.
Are you kidding?
You're pretty soft. You really are.
So that was cool.
Do you have calluses on your hands?
A little bit.
Nah, dude. You got soft
I'm
blogger
a big
hands,
boy
dude.
weights at the gym, so that's why.
They can't even take my fingerprints anymore because I just have them. I'm just so calloused over.
When I think of you, I think just like hard.
Sounds like something that I don't know, maybe a local serial killer might find useful. Lack of fingerprints. Interesting.
Wow.
Huh.
File that one away.
I'd be the worst serial killer.
Later on Saturday,
It's
got
totally
together
something a
with.
serial killer would say.
I played my Zuck card. Went to Pine House Pizza with the fam.
Oh, okay.
Had a couple Frosty Boys.
Did you pay for that, or the company pay for that?
Believe it or not, I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
got some Frosty Boys and some Zaw. So good.
Give us
Pine House is a great spot.
Give us the za breakdown, my friend.
Got a. They have a pepperoni and basil. I said
pronounced basil.
I said basil. Weird. Basil.
I do more of a Z.
I added crumbled sausage to it, and it was gas.
How much money did you spend?
And I got exactly one pizza roll as well. I don't know how much money I spent. Why?
Can you check?
Why?
I'm just curious what the damage was.
And what were the beers?
They have a blonde. I forgot what it's actually called, but it's a blonde, and it was really good. Like really, really good.
Yeah, they've got great beer.
That place cooks, man.
I know it does. Did you go? You went the location down Southway?
Down south of Marway.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you go there?
Saturday evening.
Damn, you almost caught me there on Saturday
Man.
evening. We were
Facts?
heavily interested in going there at one point, but we decided
Damn,
against
Blair.
it. Yeah.
You would have seen me and the homie and
know.
my little nieces.
Damn, we almost ran up.
Did you
was the
pick
whole
up the
scene.
tab for everybody?
I paid for drinks for everyone, and they paid for the food.
So what's the damage on
Nice.
something like
Yeah.
that?
I don't know why you're so interested in how much money I spent. I don't know. I probably spent 40-something bucks.
Okay,
I don't know.
whoa.
Not to brag, but I could afford it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sunday.
Out here eating pizza on a Saturday must
Dead
be
President's
nice.
Day, huh?
Yeah, Sunday is a big Parks Day, man. We practiced some baseball. We went and got breakfast together. We took Stella on a nice little walk.
Is the baseball league, is that I-9? Is that the overarching governing body? Do you know?
I don't believe it is. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are in the midst of signing up or looking into T-ball.
Fuck
And
yeah.
it's I-9. I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
I guess.
I'm pumped, man. Tryouts
Okay.
are this Saturday.
Oh.
Getting ready.
Coach pitch or machine pitch?
It's kid pitch.
Kid
now.
pitch.
Oh shit.
He's in the bigs now.
That's not the bigs.
Well,
Not the bigs.
for a 9-year-old.
Yeah, I don't think it's the big.
For a 9-year-old, it's
It'd
like
be
it's
crazy if your 9-year-old son was in the big leagues.
Oh, yeah.
Little Big League. Remember that one?
Nope.
Anyway, yeah, a great little weekend, man. Then I popped this pimple on the side of my face. It capped everything off.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's how you fucking
Oh, my
win a
God.
Sunday, my friend.
Huge. Anyway,
I can't wait for your weekend and fun next weekend, where you spent the weekend in the hospital getting the
my
infection.
face is infected.
Yeah, you can't see out of your right eye anymore.
Flesh-eating bacteria.
Oh, Dillon got gangrene on his head.
I yield my time to you, David.
Gang, gang.
I hope you don't get gangrene on your head.
That would be tough, man. Let's double click.
You
into
might
your weekend.
you might low key be on Cabeza watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they have to take your head off, that's gonna suck.
The tech might be there to put it back
I
on.
sanitized it, man.
You see that dude that got the heart transplant this weekend that was just walking on the TL? Pretty
No.
cool. Yeah, I think it was one of those things that like I watched one video of it and then like 20 more videos got served to me about it because that's how Twitter works these days.
Was this
Yeah.
on puberty?
Cuba's got some good shit, man.
I'm asking a question. I'd like to maybe watch
They
it.
do feel good stories. They probably covered it.
This guy survived, right?
They don't do as many pube stories as you would assume.
What's the deal with the name of that?
They
place?
should have hit you up after you had your little Taylor Gooch down there.
Dude,
Is it pronounced puberty or is it pubbity?
It's not.
no one's ever pronounced it not puberty because that's what it
Pubbity.
looks like.
I see puberty when I see it.
It's such yeah. Glaring lack of pube news on there, but
This week in pubes.
who came up with that name for just hair down there? It's a great name.
They're doing pretty well for having such a shit name.
Is it because of puberty?
I don't know.
What's the guy's heart made
Yeah.
of? Is it a pig heart?
I don't know.
It
Probably,
might
I
be-
would assume it's like a human
It
heart.
might be a human heart, David.
Oh. Do you want to know what I did?
Yeah, that's literally why
I
we're here,
yielded my
David.
time 2 minutes ago to you.
Oh my god, I was just binging TV shows. No, I wasn't. I watched. We started the weekend off. Watched My Cousin Vinny.
Really?
We just were like, let's watch My Cousin Vinny. We were talking about Joe Pesci. He turned like 80, 81 recently, and we're like, he's just the goat. So let's watch My Cousin Vinny, one of my favorite movies.
Did you
Phenomenal.
stream it? Did you buy it?
We bought it. We have now the proud owners. Because he's like, will we ever watch this again? I'm like, I'll watch this once a quarter.
Yeah, but you don't have to buy it. It's just always on TV. Like you just go to TNT on a Sunday.
I don't like watching the comms.
Facts.
After that, low key weekend, I did watch a Brad Pitt movie. Seldom talked about. Good but not great movie. The assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
It's a little long.
It is long.
It's a little long.
And probably the first 45 minutes are very, very slow.
Yeah.
But if you are a guy about to turn 40 and you are jumping right into your Old West history phase, it's a must watch.
That was a movie that I would rent from the movie store when I was living alone in Michigan during like a really long, quiet winter night.
Oh, it's a good winter night
I would
movie.
rent that and watch it and really like just have a glass of whiskey. And I really enjoyed it, but like that movie takes forever to unfold.
It really does. The last hour is great. Brad Pitt's great. Casey Affleck is just a creep, but
I was hoping you were going to do
Perfect
Meet Joe
character.
Black because that scene has been popping up on my TL recently.
so there's two movies that I've never seen, but I know the ending quite well. That one, because obviously he gets absolutely just truck sticked by multiple vehicles, correct?
Well, the scene that I'm referring to is the one where he speaks in a Jamaican dialect.
Is that the same movie as the guy who gets smoked by all the
I
cars?
think so. I've never seen Meet Joe Black.
And then what's the movie where they pan out and the guy's in
Robert
the
Pattinson.
World Trade Center building right before like it gets hit by a plane,
Mhm.
9/11. I've seen that, and I always have to question, like, is this is real? This isn't a joke. Like someone made this the ending to their film. Probably won't watch that one. Just heads up.
Okay.
Anyway, it was rib day in Austin, Texas, Saturday.
You didn't give enough rib shots after the setup that you gave.
I got really caught up doing other stuff. But yeah, I did. I had a couple Guinness. The ribs turned out great.
You're doing some content, man.
I was telling Brett, as far as like texture, as far as the tenderness of the ribs, how they fell off the bone but wasn't like a sloppy fall off, these are the best I've done. The only change I would make, I tried up a new sauce to sauce them up. Didn't love it. It's fine. Didn't take away from the ribs, but I would just do something a little bit different next time. But
What was the base of the sauce? Like,
that's a secret.
okay.
I love a good vinegar sauce, man.
You're a vinegar guy?
I am.
That means that's what, South Carolina? That's their big thing?
I think so.
I think it's just the Carolinas in general.
So good.
I agree.
Yeah, they were quite good. And then got the text from Dan. You guys might know him from the Substog podcast.
Yeah. He has that one podcast where it's a bear spiking a football into the ground.
Yes. He's like, we watch these fights? I'm like, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'd like to go watch some combat sports. And we went. It was very cold Saturday night. Sat outside. In retrospect, probably not the best move, but we did it. Randy showed up. Randy was there. Our old pal Boosh was there in his fiance's father's or grandfather's jacket that looks like something he stole from like a gulag.
Yeah, it was like an aviator jacket with like Sherpa lined. It was like what Bane was wearing in Batman.
Shockingly
the third
thick
Batman.
jacket. Like he probably had a t-shirt on.
Oh,
under it.
Boosh's jacket?
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't believe how voluminous that thing was when I saw the photo.
It's in person, dude. Like the photos weren't skewing it. It was in person just as big. It looked like it was made from like a buffalo hide.
It was ridiculous. It's great. Good jacket.
Fights were good. Went home after. Randy had some fun and easy banter with the waitress. All in all, great time.
Did you make her an origami rose or anything?
No. No, I did not. She admitted to her ex-boyfriend accidentally getting deported.
She got her ex-boyfriend deported.
Oh,
Why?
no.
From they went on a trip to where the
The
Dominican
Republic, and he was Canadian, and they just wouldn't let him back into the U.S. when they came back.
because of her. We didn't really have time to dig in on why because she was quite busy. But
Why
we were
didn't you
like,
double click into that?
Yeah,
That's
well,
tough.
Dave was too busy ordering a double tequila.
dude, she had to know that I was him.
You are him.
Okay.
She explained it to me like I didn't know. It was great.
Yeah, she made the joke that he is him, and Dave was like acting dumb, like he didn't know what that meant. He's like, "What does that mean? Can you explain it to me?" I'm like, "Dave, I know exact." He was being a little turd.
I was being a little turd. It felt like I was the dad and Randy was my son, and I was embarrassing him.
It was.
Which is what I'll do going forward at restaurants. Normally, it's you making origami and embarrassing me,
Mhm.
but now I'm just going to embarrass you even harder.
Randy did appear to have the vibe of a little like a little kid at that thing who just wanted to go home and play his video games.
People were upset about your posture,
Are you talking about? Oh,
the slouch.
that was because I was shivering. That the slouch was because I was just hunched over, shivering my little butt off.
Nobody hates the cold more than Randy.
Yeah, I should have worn a thicker jacket.
Randy, you are kind of giving Gen Z lately.
Oh, I am a zillennial.
You're loving streaming your new
Sucks.
video game. You're learning the new Juby slide.
Oh, hell divers?
Helldivers 2.
Dude, stop diving into hell, man.
Never. It's a galactic war that I'm on the front lines of to defend
Okay.
democracy. What do you
Randy's
not know
affinity
about
for this game has caused me to have an extreme interest in maybe downloading this game.
Dude, James tried to get me to dive into hell the other day. I was like, I can't do that, man.
I might do it, dude.
It is the game right now.
It
It's
looks
so
lit.
much fun. Check me out on Twitch.
I can't play though.
No. Maybe, hopefully soon. Hopefully they'll open up to Xbox at some point, but right now it's just PC and PS5.
Sorry, big dog.
No hell diving for D man.
Sorry, big dog.
bro. Man, I thought I was going straight to hell, just like my mama said.
Sorry, Playboy.
I want Will to get into this game.
I might.
Let's double click into Will's weekend.
You know, it was a big weekend. The Piccata boys are back. You know, I went to Sammy's on Friday night, had a little double date action with our friends, and yeah, I didn't have plans to go Piccata, but when I sat down and I looked at that menu, I thought, how can I order anything but?
Right.
And I double clicked into the Piccata, and it went really well for me. It was honestly, it was my top meal of 2024 so far.
Holy
They
shit.
do piccata right, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'll ever order anything else but Piccata there. It is so freaking good.
When you sent that, I didn't think it was Sam's because the cutlets were so thick, and normally they don't. They look great, and they weren't too thick.
They knew Daddy was there.
Oh my god!
They knew Daddy
And
wanted
they
it.
didn't. They
They
didn't
know
overdo
Daddy
it
was
on the
there.
capers, Dillon. That's a problem that a lot of people have. They don't let the cutlet breathe.
I don't know what they
Sure.
do. I have a theory that they do something to the noodles before they pack them to go home with you. Because they just hit so good the next day without even touching them, without even like warming them up. They just taste amazing.
Mm.
Saturday, I just ate leftover chicken piccata.
Okay.
Did a little vintage shopping, looking for some furniture, some maybe just nice little accessories to fill out the new crib. Bought absolutely nothing. I thought about getting some pizza, playing my Zuck card, Dillon. Almost ran into you. Did not do that. Instead, I just kind of chilled on the couch, watched a couple TV shows. Very relaxing. Yesterday was the day. Met up with Randy in the office inadvertently. Did not mean to. I was just grinding away in here, doing some stuff in the morning.
I interrupted his goon session.
I was watching the Manchester United match while getting some work done, and spent my night at a pottery class. People are probably wondering, Will, what'd you make at this pottery class? Like, wow, you're so different. I made a small cup.
That's cute, man.
I have concerns about pottery. I don't think I'm very good at it.
Does it hold liquid?
There were 7 other people in this class with me. I think if you had to rank everyone at the end of the class, I think I would rank 7th or 8th in terms of skill, in terms of impressive things made. It was just ugly for me. The instructor had to come over and help me out more than anybody else.
Your first pottery class, though.
Second pottery class.
Oh,
Here's the thing. I just never jived with pottery that much. I like the idea of it. I'm just not very good at it. And so, yeah. Then
You were giving pottery, though.
I mashed that Dan noodle button after though.
You wore your pottery shirt. Don't think I didn't know.
I did, yeah. I had a scenario that was it actually worked out to my benefit where I don't know what I did wrong, but I was doing something with the ball of clay and suddenly something popped in it, like an air bubble or something, and it got clay all over me. And I was like, oh no,
God. Okay.
covered in clay.
Okay.
Got clay in my beard.
You got some clay clout?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You guys aren't going to ask about my Dan noodles I had after, dude? They were hitting so diffy.
Hey, man, tell us about your Dan noodles.
They were pretty spicy. Maybe a little too spicy. I had to back off them a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where
right.
from?
Elizabeth Street Cafe. It was right across the street from where we did the pottery class. So I double clicked into that.
It's a good spot.
Had been a while since I'd been there, probably 4 or 5 years. And yeah, did it up.
Last time I was there, I was with our good friend Brad Key.
I think the move there is not getting pho. I think the move there is going with like their other dishes.
I like their noodles.
Yeah, yeah. And then I capped off the night watching a little Curb Your Enthusiasm. You guys familiar with this Larry David character? He's very funny.
The goat.
He's situationally awkward, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And that's what the show hinges on.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
How
gonna
he
watch
doesn't
tonight.
read signals.
He's great, man.
Pretty interesting stuff. And that's it.
Do you think y'all will do True Detective?
Nah,
Okay.
nah,
Oh, okay.
nah.
I'm not gonna fuck with that shit.
Okay.
Dillon and I haven't even had HBO. Like, Dillon still doesn't have HBO, and I just got it back like 2 weeks ago so I can start watching Curb again.
Home box office.
It's actually Max now. They don't even do the
Bullshit, dude.
They did it on the first one for Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm. You familiar with Larry David? And now the last night they didn't do it.
Weren't you calling your... Never mind.
Nope. Let him cook. Hold up.
I know where this is
You
going.
gotta
Hold
land,
up!
you gotta land this plane.
No, I'm just wondering because your dorm you used to call your dorm HBO back in the day. I just don't home box office. I just
That's good, Dave. Yeah.
it's more of a video based pod. Sucks about YouTube.
Yeah, sucks, man. That's good though. Can I talk about my neighbor yet?
We got to do some
You
things.
can after you hear from our friends over at Factor.
Whatever.
You know Factor. They make delicious ready-to-eat meals that make eating better every day pretty freaking easy.
My son and my partner and myself, we had Factor meals last night for dinner.
I got one in the fridge right now.
don't
I have
care.
devastating
Little
news.
pork chop.
I think that our business development guy did not change our address for my Factor meals. And so I have slight concerns that my Factor meals are sitting at an old place where I used to live, which is devastating because I have to admit, I absolutely love these things.
They sent us these wellness shots this time.
I heard.
Oh,
I heard.
Hey, good way to start your day.
yeah, buddy.
Wherever tomorrow takes you, be ready with pre-prepared, chef-crafted, and dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. You'll have over 35 different options each week to choose from, including keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, and more. And there's even more to enjoy with over 55 nutrition-packed add-ons to help make your weekly meal planning even more delicious. What are you waiting for? Get started today and have feel-good week of meals ready to go. They've got it all. They got 2-minute meals. You just fuel up with, you fuel it fast with Factor's restaurant quality meals that are ready to heat and eat whenever you are. They got snacks, smoothies, and more. And if you sign up, you save. They've done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. It's the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, upscale stuff that's done easy. I have to admit, when I get like a microwavable meal, there's hesitations there. You're like, hold on. I'm thinking about lean cuisines of the past, which just don't taste very good. Factor tastes like a home cooked meal. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
As far as it's just so good. You can get as much or as little as you need by choosing 6 to 18 meals per week. Plus, you can pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. No prep, no stress meals. They're 100% ready to heat and eat, so there's no prepping, cooking, or cleanup needed. Head to factormeals.com/backer50 and use code backer50 to get 50% off. That's code backer50 at factormeals.com/backer50 for 50% off. All right, Dillon.
I had an eventful Friday night. So let's back up a bit. It was Thursday morning. I was headed into work. I leave my apartment and I noticed that there is a pizza box sitting at my neighbor's doorstep. I give a little nudge with my foot and figure out that it's a full pizza box.
You nudge the pizza?
Just
What do you go with?
I want to know if he was like trying to get rid of recycling or if there was a full pizza in there.
What do you go with?
East Side Pie.
Meat lovers?
It had artichoke.
Oh, you opened it.
Oh yeah, artichoke, mushroom. I have a video of it. I can show y'all. It didn't look like an appealing.
It's not my kind of
I mean, you
name
name those two. That sounds like it's up my alley, but you
Yeah.
ain't eating that.
Also, let me back up a little bit. I've met my neighbor exactly one time, and he was very intoxicated.
Okay.
He was coming, like he was like, "Hey man, you just moved in." I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting back from the bar right now. I'm gonna go inside." Like I was like, "I get it, dude. Go sleep this one off. Whatever." I saw him another time at a bar down the street from us. It's like walkable, and he was just He was hammering beers at like three in the afternoon.
Dude, fuck yeah.
So my impression of this guy is he likes to party. Okay,
You think he's in a frat potentially?
potentially in a frat.
Does he call his apartment HBO?
I don't know that. I
Okay.
don't know. Seemed nice
Box
enough.
office.
Anyway, that was Thursday morning. I even texted the squad about it, if y'all remember. I said, this is funny. My neighbor must have passed out, ordered a pizza, and just, didn't pick it up.
We've all been there.
We've
Dude.
all been there.
Oh, dude.
Not a big deal. It's like a drunk thing that people do.
Dude, hey, at least he didn't burn his mouth on it
Dude.
Yeah.
because he just couldn't wait to fucking open it.
Sure. So that was the end of it, I thought. And then I went home for lunch. Pizza's still there. Pizza's there that night as well.
Did
You
you look
wanted to
at
eat
it?
it this entire time. You're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, how long do I have to wait till I can eat this pizza?
If that was a pepperoni,
hungry.
basil, and crumbled sausage pizza from Pine House, I may have taken a slice, but it wasn't. So I let it be. So there's a growing concern in my mind. It's like, okay, this dude is not leaving his apartment. It's been a full day now. Getting a little bit concerned. So that was Thursday. Friday, pizza's still there. Untouched, hadn't moved. And I'm just thinking like, okay, what scenarios are plausible here? Like, why has he not gotten his pizza from his doorstep yet? And I did check it. It's still full. So I know that he didn't eat it and then leave the box out there or whatever. And so I'm just running through all the scenarios in my head. Like, this dude likes to party. Hopefully he's not like, I said in my tweet, like, I fear the worst. Like, what if he's unconscious? What if he's,
What if you just live tweeted this guy's death?
what if he is deceased?
True.
Could have OD'd, could have choked on his vom. There are things that could have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
What if
like,
he was expecting a big sausage pizza?
Man, I had that holstered until I found out the guy was alive. Maybe we don't even know.
we don't
Fuck.
know that he's alive.
Sorry, my bad.
So I'd start tweeting about it, and I get a mixed bag of like, this is what you should do from people. And people are like, just let it be. But most people are like, you should at least do a wellness check on this guy.
That's where I stood.
The other thing that I didn't mention about Friday night is that I also had a date that night.
Oh, wee!
So this
okay.
this lovely young lady
I
comes
see
over, and I was like, hey, I get her opinion as well. I was like, there's a pizza box situation. I don't know what to do. She's like, that's really concerning. She's like, I think we should call 311. So we left. We went to this place down the street.
Sorry.
What?
That's not who. I'm sorry.
What?
There's a band.
Yeah, it's just Dave and I.
311?
Our brains just went to the
I
exact
wanted
same.
to see if he was going to
You guys
do it.
are.
I'm sorry. It wasn't our intention to interrupt. I was just looking to see
If
if
you
Will
call-
was thinking
Costello
If you
over
call
here.
311, do they put out an Amber Alert?
So we went to this place down the street. We were drinking wine. She's like, we should call. She's actually the one who placed the phone call. So we call and we're like, look, here's the situation. There's a guy across the hall, hadn't touched his pizza in 2 full days. It'd been like 48 hours, close to. So we explained the situation to the 311 operator, and she said, all right, here's what I want you to do. Please hang up and call 911. This is an emergency. It was her direction.
Was shoddy fire burning on the dance floor?
I don't know that. 311 always, that's pretty much
I'm
what their
just-
default is. They say call 911
Yeah.
for anything.
Is that what they do?
This
Yeah.
seems like a textbook 311 play.
I did a
yeah.
noise
Right.
complaint to 311 one time, and they were pretty cool about it.
911
They actually handled it like very efficiently. and
911
nicely.
felt a bit dramatic to me, so I didn't do it.
911, you got the SWAT team busting in.
But they instructed us to call 911. So she hangs up, my date, calls 911.
Give her a fake name.
Cassandra.
Camila.
And her name was Cassandra.
Not her real name. That's the fake one. So Cassandra calls.
Cassie calls.
And
Still give a nickname to the fake name.
Mm-mm.
we're there. We got a little charcuterie board. We're drinking wine and having a
At the
great
restaurant or
evening.
at the crib?
at the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was Shark Week.
You went HPO and HBO.
It was Shark Week for us.
Let's
so
go.
we're like, man, we're in here. We're having a good time. Like, I'm really curious what's going on back at the crib. So we finish up and we go back there, and there's a maintenance guy who works in our building, and he's at the door. So we're like, we walk up like, what's going on? What happened? He was like, yeah, police came and busted the door in. Dude's not here. Like, that's the end of it. Dude's not here. We're like, okay. So here's what we know. The guy is not dead in his apartment.
Okay. It's a win.
His whereabouts, I don't know. As of this morning, pizza still there.
All right. So they did all this, and the Zaw is just still there.
The police clearly just set the box aside.
How does
busted
no
the
one
door
throw
in.
the za away?
Yeah, there should be an apartment complex rule for like, you can't have your Zaw box out for like 4 days.
Since Wednesday night. That's how long it's been there. So the most likely scenario is the guy's out of town and just accidentally ordered it to his home address, the pizza. But here's the catch. This pizza place is a local place. So if he's traveling for work, if he's in Oklahoma City, why would he order a East Side Pies pizza? Like, that part doesn't add up to me.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could also be that somebody else's order, they just delivered to the wrong place.
Also,
Yeah,
That
it
seems
could be. It
very
could be like
likely.
a past resident that
also
got a pizza
possible.
delivered.
Yeah, that could
Ooh.
have happened too.
Or this guy could have been ordering a pizza on his walk home from Rainy Street.
Maybe he got.
Has the apartment complex reached out to him?
I will say that he fits the profile of a victim
Yeah.
of the Rainy Street.
Where does
Ripper.
at what point does the apartment complex step in here and be like, "Hey, we're just we've got some police that have knocked through your door. We'd love to talk to you."
I would also like to add, I would have gone to the leasing office had they been open on a Friday night, but they weren't.
Fair.
So that's the situation. It felt a little like, did I overreact? I don't
No.
know. People said I didn't overreact, so
You
I felt
did
better
not.
about that.
Well, here I'm reading some tweets right now. I'm on Twitter.com.
Some guy told me to mind my own fucking business.
Here.
But he was in the minority of the like how I handled the situation.
Is that how he worded it?
Yeah.
What do you say to these people? There's a lot of people in here that are saying Dillon's the new apartment complex Karen. Will, you're completely absolved of getting
Wow.
that car towed. What do you say to those
Oh,
people?
I did see that tweet.
Yeah.
I say that I was looking out for the guy. Like, what if he needed help?
Fair.
You know?
Do you
Well,
think, are you
or
worried
Dylan.
that there's going to be a period of time where this guy, like, you run into this guy in the hallway and he's like, "Hey, dude, instead of tweeting through it and like calling 911, like, here's my number."
That's
yeah, maybe.
Well, no, I think it's completely in bounds to, at a minimum, like after 48 hours, maybe even after 24, and the pizza's still there, knock on the door.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, what's up, dude? Just checking. Just
I'll-
saw the Zaw out here.
Also, the 911 operator instructed us to go try to open the door ourselves. So they said, "Is the door unlocked?" We said, "We don't know. We didn't try."
Oh, that's interesting.
I know. Like, I don't want to do that. You know, I'm not built like that. I couldn't handle what was
You don't
inside.
know what's going on.
Yeah.
in there.
My date Cassandra was like, "I would have done. I'm fine with that kind of stuff. Like, you know."
Cassie's
So I was
different,
like, "You
dude.
go do it, Cassandra. It's not for me."
Wow.
So that's the situation. The guy's going to come home eventually and see that he not only does he have a pizza waiting for him, it's very cold and
Probably inedible at this point.
almost a week old at this point,
Odds you take a bite of the pizza.
and his door has clearly been busted in. I'm not going to take a bite of the pizza.
Odds.
I'm not doing it. So yeah,
No, I
that's what
don't
happened.
think you should feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
You
I feel a
shouldn't.
little
Don't
guilty
let-
that the apartment has to like replace the door frame and all that shit.
No,
Like,
no.
the
Fuck
door's got a
landlords.
puncture
No,
hole
fuck
in it.
apartment complexes, dude.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on, man.
No, I think, dude, given how many people like fentanyl, all that shit,
Right.
it's scary.
Exactly. I was,
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
worried.
It's
I get it.
And even though it's like, well, what are you gonna do if the guy something bad happened that night? What's it mean? But like,
If a body turns up in Lady Bird Lake here in the next couple of days, I'm
Especially-
gonna be like, "Oh shit!"
Especially 2 days after you did the touching based segment on this, people are going to really be wondering if you're like,
Yeah, I live across the hall from the guy.
exactly, and you're talking about this and you're theorizing. People are going to start thinking that you might be the Rainy Ripper. Did you have any ranch waters on Wednesday night?
No comment.
Okay. Did you go to Bangers at all on Wednesday night?
No
Maybe drink some
comment.
ranch waters?
No comment.
Some RWs?
No, I didn't.
you had an RW on Banger, huh?
Damn, must be
I
nice.
didn't. I
buddy.
didn't. So look, I hope the guy is okay, and I'm sure he is. And this is all just a big false alarm.
I bet the apartment complex has reached out today.
They need to.
I think you could drop by there and
Oh,
be like,
sure.
hey, did y'all ever get in contact with so-and-so?
I might pop in the leasing office today and talk to him.
Please
Yeah.
do. Update the TL. We all want to
I
know.
will. Anyway, that's my story.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg's super locked in right now.
Okay.
What was the scenario here, Dave? It was a cage match of sorts.
UFC 298.
Ooh.
Big card. And Zuck, the main event is Volkanovski, Alexander Volkanovski. Okay. You may have seen video of Zuck training with UFC fighters, Israel Adesanya, Volkanovski. They train together, and Zuck has become friends with them and has even trained with them in some capacity. Apparently, they wanted Zuck to come out with them. This is in Anaheim.
If he's training with you, you have to be like, dude, Zuck, you got to be in the entourage.
If you want
dude.
your crew to look as intimidating as possible, you get Zuck in it.
Especially if Zuck's grown his hair out a little bit and he's got kind of a Statue of David thing going on.
He kind of does.
Was Dr.
You need to see the
Zuckerberg
piece,
there?
though.
Does he have an ass like the Statue of David? Because that thing is cheeked up.
Was Dr. Zuckerberg there?
I don't know if the doc was there. I don't know if they're ever in the same place at the same time.
Okay.
Just to case.
Right.
If one goes down, you have the other.
Okay.
And yeah, this is during the walkout. This is right when God, this is so awkward.
He doesn't know what to do with his hand.
It's so good.
This
He
is
has
it.
no clue. Like, why even pretend?
Volk is disrobing. They're gonna put the they're gonna check him, make sure he's good to go in the cage, and he's handing off his sandals, his little sweatsuit, and Zuck's just kind of standing there bobbing his head.
Like, do I pass this stuff off to the next person, or where
He doesn't know.
should I put my hands in my pockets, or what do I do? I don't know. I'm just gonna bob my head to the music.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
and he knows. Oh God, he understands how this works. He knows there's a real. Look, the guy can't go windsurfing. The guy can't smoke meats without going viral.
The nerd gene is so strong with this guy that you have to admire it.
If you had to apply this clip to your life, what part of your life are you most likely to look like this in? For me, I took some time to think about this, so I'll lead off. For me, it's when you're over at someone's house for dinner and you're bringing your plate to the kitchen and you're kind of hoping that they don't make you clean it up. They're like, oh no, I got it. Or they're cleaning up around you and you're like, okay, I'd rather go make a cocktail right
For
now.
me, it's when I'm with a group of other adults and they're talking about an industry that I'm totally clueless on, real estate or finance or something. I'm like, just waiting for them to talk about media or podcasts.
That's how I feel when I'm at dinner with Sally and her parents who all work in hospitals. And I'm sitting there like, hey.
Just waiting to feel a part of the conversation.
This is me college party where I'm clearly like, this isn't my scene. I had some friends who were in a now defunct fraternity at Texas State that was they were a little bit more polished. You may have had some SAE friends or may have known of them. They were different. And I'd occasionally go to their parties because I had friends in there. And they were very much hair gel.
They actually had chicks there too.
They had hot chicks there. They're kind of chicks that don't talk to me.
Right.
Just we don't have anything in common. And I would just be there just kind of like looking around, looking for somebody, like a lifeline. Somebody just come talk to me about Blink-182 or something. Just anybody. But this is, by the way, for the record, Volk lost the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a tough scene. He got stopped. But I mean, it wasn't like an upset, really.
Do you think you ask Zuck after you get your ass kicked, like, hey, dude, is there anything you can throw my way to help me out here? Like, do you have a chamber I can go sit in for a couple days and just completely heal myself?
You know, Zuck has a chamber.
Yeah, he looks good. Like, how old is he?
He does look good.
He's 41.
He's trim.
Is he 41?
He's 39. He doesn't look as good as I thought.
So he's not Dillon's age.
He looks good, but I guess he looks 39.
Does he look better than Dillon?
Stop.
Dillon post cyst popping.
Dillon does look kind of different right now.
Post cyst Dillon is different.
Dude, just wait, man.
Dude, this guy's a problem.
About to go on an absolute tear.
You look like you have a weight off your shoulders and off your
Off
forehead.
my face.
I never even. Funny thing is, I sit next to you.
Oh, dude.
I've never noticed that.
I
thing.
could see it on camera when we would post videos.
Turn around. Let me show me.
It was.
I've had some poppings in my day that have just gone AWOL, just
Man.
absolutely created like a bad 2-week situation for me. That is nothing.
Dude, it was
You really are different.
right after I got out of the shower. I took a nice hot shower to, like, soften up a little bit. Like, I'm gonna fucking go in, and as soon as it came through, man, I was like, my jaw dropped. I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Did you ever have a buddy who like had one, like a really noticeable one, and like mention it? He's like, God, dude, I got this thing. And you had to lie and be like, dude, you can't even notice it. When in reality, it's like,
That's all you can see.
Damn, now you're gonna make me rethink whenever someone says you can't notice a pimple that I ask them about.
Nah, dude, you look great.
I had
Is
a
that why
buddy-
you were walking around the office this morning singing, "Right now, pop it good,
Yeah.
pop this pimple just like you should"?
My face, my zit.
Oh,
Where are you gonna go now?
I popped it.
No,
that's
no,
not
no.
it.
You're gonna need another syllable or two.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we
it's
can just
not
move
good.
on.
It's not great.
I'm not gonna finish the
It's not
lyric.
great.
Yeah.
It's not great. Can we talk about our friends over at Rocket Money?
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We talked about renewing some streaming services. Every once in a while, you might cancel one. But a lot of times you just forget.
Oh yeah.
What if I told you there's a service out here that allowed you to kind of take an inventory of all your subscriptions, Dylan?
That's something I would be very interested in.
What if I told you that Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one? Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Yeah.
I get an email every single Monday from Rocket Money, and I absolutely love getting this email. It gives me a little bird's eye view of my finances. But the thing that I loved most about Rocket Money was when I signed up, it told me all these subscriptions that I had, and it was like, you don't need these, dog. And it helped me cancel them. It made it really easy. I mean, recently, I'm not going to at this company. I saw a charge come through, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I thought I canceled this a year ago. Turns out I didn't, and I went to them, and they helped me out, and they did it all for me. Now I can see all my subscriptions in one place, so if I see something I don't want, I can cancel it with just a tap. Never had to get on the phone with customer service, and they'll even try to get you a refund for the last couple months of wasted money and negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is take a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money will do their best to take care of the rest. Rocket Money has over 5 million users, and it helps save its members an average of $720 a year with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/circling. That's rocketmoney.com/circling. Again, rocketmoney.com/circling. Can we talk about something?
Yeah. I hope this becomes a recurring segment for us.
What?
Just really stupid Guinness Book World Records.
Oh, no, I'm talking about something else right here, my
okay.
friend. I'm talking about the modern day nights. Are you guys familiar with the modern day nights?
My bad. I skipped ahead a sec.
Little parking lot boot camp action.
yeah. Again, I get served these videos, and I never really jumped in to explore. Like, wait, who are these guys? Why are these accountants doing burpees and cold plunges? Typically not something I care about.
Well, Dave, let me introduce you to the Modern Day Nights. It's a project only for entrepreneurs, executives, and leaders, because your family deserves the best version of you as a leader, husband, and father.
That's us.
That's us, dude. We're right in the wheelhouse of what these people want.
Okay.
Randy, can you play a little clip from this boot camp that these executives are going to?
Here's why.
Oh, no.
Here's why. Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Get the fuck off me. Get the fuck off of me.
Like,
You little bitch.
they're just in a parking lot in like California getting yelled at by a dude in a black t-shirt that says instructor on it.
Who is that? Is that Steve Eckert, co-founder of the project?
I don't know. Like, can you imagine signing up for anything that required you to go to a parking lot to do rucksacks, like hauling chains and getting in cold plunges?
Who are these idiots?
These are executives and leaders.
Dylan, the Modern Day Night Project is a 75-hour personal growth experience for men who want to have a life filled with fulfillment, purpose, financial freedom, and have a deep, loving relationship with their family. Can you imagine having that without going to a parking lot to get your ass kicked for 75 hours straight?
Is it really called Alpha Male Boot Camp?
I believe it is. I believe it is.
What is with the this emergence of like alpha male
Wait.
culture? Is it all Nick Adams' fault?
Dude, Nick Adams hit my TL. He was not happy about Baylor retiring Brittany Griner's number for the red. Just want to put that out there. Nick did not like that.
Yeah.
Is he not aware of like her stats and stuff?
Bro, he has no idea what this means to me.
The Merchant of Death.
Yeah. Even trade, by the way.
So if I asked you, okay, so you're considering going to this boot camp, 75 hours. You're with some squad members. How much would you pay to go to this?
Basically, I'm paying to go get yelled at by like ex-military guys. We got some former Marines,
parking lot.
Navy SEALs, bad motherfuckers, right?
Mhm.
Just gonna go get
Scary motherfuckers.
You're basically
even.
paying to go. It's like fantasy camp. You go pay to like have these guys, and you feel like, oh fuck, I did it. Granted, it wasn't a parking lot. I'm paying at least $75 US.
Well, it ain't going to get you in the door.
What if I told you for the low price of $18,000, you could spend 75 hours getting yelled at and deprived of sleep?
Is that my entire company, or is that just me?
That's just one person's price of admission to go get their ass kicked.
How long does that last?
75 hours, and then you get a once-a-month call with your coach for an extended period
What's
of
the
time
call about?
after.
Do they provide meals at least? Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
You got to get Factor involved.
actually,
Get them
a
dropping
factor
them
meal
in.
would hit pretty well during this, honestly.
Yeah. They've got many different options depending on your diet.
Dave, are you willing to be a part of class number 79?
Also, we're numbering them.
Yeah, there's
Fuck
7
yeah.
slots left, and there's 15 slots left in class number 120. I can't read that.
Tell me this hasn't happened 79
Hey,
times.
How many dumbasses are paying this much money
The dude
to go
just
do this?
stacking paper.
If you guys will back the company paying for it, I will go do this.
I don't think we can allocate 18 grand for
Why?
you to go get
Why?
yelled at by a
Because you're afraid of what I'll come back and be like.
yeah.
I'll be
Dillon-
in here just big dicking you.
Have you considered that the cost of not experiencing the project and not becoming a leader, husband, and father you're meant to be is much more expensive in the long run? Have you considered that?
Please tell me that's not one of their selling
It's
points.
one of their selling points.
Oh my
It's way more
God.
expensive in the long
What
run.
kind of idiots are falling for this shit?
The exclusive experience isn't for anyone who's just starting their self-development journey, Dillon. It's only for in-depth experienced people and men who are seriously just ready and tired of making excuses.
Is it just men?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
alpha male boot camp, Dave.
Yeah, David.
Okay.
These
hold on a
bunch of
sec.
just oh my god.
Can you imagine, Dave, if you went up to Alyssa and you were like, hey, I'm going to be gone for a long weekend. It's a boys' trip. She's like, where are you going? And you're like, I'm going to Burbank, California to get my ass kicked by this former Navy SEAL
in a parking lot?
in a parking lot.
Oh, also, when I come back, I'm going to be different. Not going to be the same guy.
No, babe.
What are the water troughs for?
Cold plunge, bro.
Cold plunge, dude. Imagine not submerging
you not know
yourself
that?
with your boys.
How do you
Oh.
not know that?
My mind went to like Navy SEAL. You know, they do a lot of like underwater training. You know, like almost like drowning.
How can you
They-
take someone seriously when they're just screaming at you in a parking lot and you paid them? There's some kind of fetish thing here that's like
It's fucking-
untapped.
It's bizarre, man.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it is.
What's the sleeping situation? The
I
project is
think
held
cots,
at
dude.
the project compound. It's got fitness centers, sleeping quarters, and a learning center.
So they got a warehouse that they segmented off, right? There's no way.
It looked like those buildings over on the east side of 35, kind of where like On It is and all that. Like it looked
Exactly.
like it looked like that, a little bit of industrial. But yes, again, it does look like they're getting this in a parking lot.
Oh my god.
Can we do one of these with just backers? Can we do podcast boot camp?
Get Randy a whistle,
Mm-hmm.
some bike shorts.
He's the vibe guard, dude.
That's true.
He guards the vibes.
Do you need to be an athlete? That's probably what you're asking. No, but you do need to be conditioned to do hikes, bear crawls, team log carries, Mondo, truck pulls, jogs, push-ups, and a variety of body weight exercises.
So you don't have to be an athlete, but you need to be able to do these athletic things for 75 straight hours while sleep deprived.
So you pay $18,000 and you get to kind of pretend like you're going to be like a Navy SEAL for 72 hours, but you're in a parking lot.
18 grand.
You get like a medal after. You get like a little trophy. That's kind of sick.
You get to go into combat hats.
It's recognized by just no one.
$18,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be an alpha,
Yeah, you can't put a price on
No.
that.
That's in-state tuition for a semester at Texas.
Why don't y'all drop the bag and let me do it? Are you seriously scared that I might come back and not only be more alpha, but like I might just be different on the show? I might be like the quiet type.
You're not funny anymore.
I
You're
just
so
sit
serious.
here. I just sit here and don't laugh.
You're like, guys, that's not funny.
It's not funny, dude.
Oh, sorry, Dave.
You think that's funny? You think it's funny to waste food? That guy's pizza was just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's funny that you're a fucking hot dog running for president? You think it's fucking funny?
Is it a joke to you?
These guys are just a bunch of boners, man.
How many matchsticks do you think you could shove up your nose?
Here's the real story.
How many?
You know, it's weirdly I've never tried.
I could probably do 35.
I think I could do like 20.
In each nostril?
No,
Total.
Is that part of the experience?
No, unfortunately not. I mean,
Oh.
I guess you could do it if you really wanted to.
That's part after the cold plunge. They put the matchsticks up there.
We've had a lot of recent discussions about the Guinness Book of World Records. Dillon is famously going to try to steal a world record from Dude Perfect's Garrett. He's the only one of the dudes who has one record. Most of them have numerous records.
We're
And
taking
so
his
we're gonna
ass
try
off the board.
We're going to try to make him just be on an island at the Dude Perfect headquarters. But Dillon, I actually think this one's in play. A Danish man, Tangen Buskov, he mashed that matchstick button to a tune of a world record. He shoved 68 matchsticks up his nose, and now he owns the Guinness World Record for most matches held in the nose.
It also points out that he's the first person to hold this record because weirdly, no one has ever tried this.
Well, you made a note before the podcast when we were talking about the story that like the inside of your nose is so caved in and deteriorated that you could probably shove like double that up there.
Septum just non-existent. Just so deviated, it's not even funny.
Stop. I've
You said that was quote unquote light work.
I've never snorted anything up my nose. This is the dumbest thing of all
You know
time.
what's the lamest thing? He said surprisingly it didn't really hurt. That tells me that you could have gotten 69 matches up your nose. How do you stop at 68 if you're this guy?
You got to do one more for the jokes.
This guy's such a
Like,
nerd,
did he really
man.
physically not get one more matchstick up his nose? I don't believe it.
Hey, Dude Perfect, if you take Garrett's world record and he has 0, you should get to be the new Dude Perfect guy, and Garrett gets relegated.
Can we? I'm gonna plan that video. We're gonna make it happen.
I want to do it too. I want a shot. I want.
Oh, yeah,
take
we
some
all
hook
have to do
shots.
it.
This is gonna be my record, David.
We all
If
have
I
to
get
do
it before you, it's not your record.
Yeah, much like Dan said he could make all those half court shots and I made the first one. I might just go cuck you.
I'm not going to just watch you shoot 55, 56 foot horse. What is it? Hook shots.
Hook shots.
I'm
Blindfolded.
going to be doing that too. I got a sleep mask. I'm ready to rock.
He's gonna be devastated when he wakes up and his record's just not there anymore.
They like keep him on payroll, but he just gets like seriously demoted.
Hey man, we gotta talk to you, Garrett. You're really lacking, buddy.
What if he quits and just like moves to a shack in the middle of nowhere?
It really fucks him up, man.
Yeah,
He's
like the guys are like, "Hey, dude, Dillon, can you like make up an excuse that you like cheated and you didn't actually get it?"
he goes off the grid for 2 months.
Yeah, he's not in a good place, Dillon. Garrett's really upset.
He goes. He becomes
His family really misses him.
You don't see him for 2 months. He comes back as a modern day knight,
Yeah,
just more alpha. and he
Totally
just
alpha.
He
fucking
didn't
takes
have
them
anywhere
all.
to turn, so he turned to the modern day knights. What would those guys do if a Dude Perfect guy showed up? They'd be like, "Holy fuck, we get to abuse a Dude Perfect guy for the next 75 hours."
This guy, he was so perfect, and then the dude from Watch Media took his record away from him.
You think you're fucking perfect?
Oh man, he's gonna be so crushed. This is so stupid.
Do you guys ever think about what you're going to do in retirement?
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that? What the fuck?
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, some Italian men have taken to the world of crime.
Fuck yeah.
No way.
There's been a gang of alleged armed robbers in their 60s and 70s arrested in Italy. 6 were known to Rome's criminal underworld for tenacity and carrying out burglaries at post offices. Can you imagine just being in your like 70s, just being like, "All right, I'm gonna go stick them up."
It's like how people were like, well, yeah, when I'm 80, I'll try LSD for the first time. Who cares? I'm 80. May as well fucking become a stick-up boy at 80.
Is there like a De Niro movie where this happened? Like, I feel like he got like a real mail-in role here.
It was kind of the Irishman, actually.
There was a Morgan Freeman one
Okay.
where like there's like 4 elderly bank robbers.
Okay.
Look it up.
Well, the gang's leaders were a 70-year-old Italo De Witt,
That's
nicknamed
good.
the German. Is he related to you, Dave? You can tell me this guy's related to you, and I believe you. He was renowned in the mid 1990s as a sophisticated heist of a bank near the Spanish Steps.
God, I love a heist.
And then there was a 75-year-old dude who played the lookout role. I would love to talk to that guy.
Oh my God. He's the only one with the decent eyesight.
I can't be lookout. I can't see long enough.
Maybe you get to
I
a
forgot
point.
the glaucoma.
Maybe you get to a point in your life where you're like, just fuck it, man.
Like, are these guys
Who
hoping to get like
cares?
busted by the cops and
Yeah,
shot?
like, oh no.
They want to die a hero.
Yeah.
These guys are responsible for stealing almost 200,000 euro in just May of last year. Do post offices keep this much Skrilla on deck at all times?
I was
I
wondering
don't
why
know.
post office was the
I feel like if I was
choice.
going to rob something, post offices wouldn't be the top thing.
No, everybody's utilizing stamps.com over here anyway, so it's not like there's going to be that much
That's
there.
big old facts from
You ever
Dave.
think about that?
No, not really.
This is fucking sick. I like these guys.
I like that these guys pivoted from being the Italian dudes who watch construction. They were like, nah, we're just going to go rob some shit. No. Rob at the post office.
Wait, did they get? I wasn't really paying close attention. Did they get busted?
yeah, they got
arrested?
busted, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah.
They were sprinting away from the crime.
Hey, granddad.
Okay.
Granddad's not going to be at your birthday party this year. I'm sorry.
What do you do?
He's in the clink.
Oh, is he okay?
Well, he's fine, but physically, but
He's in jail.
They're
yeah,
fine.
he's turned to armed robbery.
At some point, it's just so cute you can't really prosecute.
They got tired of staring at construction sites. They're like, fuck it. We got to.
Well, it hurt.
We gotta
their
get the
neck.
adrenaline
That
going.
position is not good for the older
Yeah.
neck.
You got to be careful.
It's on me.
It's a me.
Oh my God!
Stick 'em up.
Stick them up.
We're gonna eat good tonight. No. Wait, what?
These guys are sick, man.
Bro, did you hear about these dudes in Italy? Bro, they're so old, man.
Oh, these dudes are metal.
Freaking, they don't care, man. It's like they got nothing to live for anymore, you know?
I can see how you could turn to this point in your life.
Yeah.
Just be like, you know what? I haven't done anything exciting in a while.
Just tired of sitting on the front porch drinking coffee, reading the newspaper. You got to mix it up a bit.
You gotta
Okay.
be about that action, no?
Yeah.
If retirement meant you had to lead a life of crime, what would you pivot to?
Ooh, I would get into a phishing scam.
Really?
put weights
Would
in
you?
the
Yeah, I
fish?
was gonna say.
I would be the guy who puts a little fake card reader on gas station pumps. And so when someone swipes their card in, I steal their fucking data, and then I go to Hobby Lobby and buy a bunch of candles.
That's really messed up.
I would assemble a crew, and we would go country club to country club, submitting scorecards that say 48 on them at Scrambles.
Did you see that recent one?
Yes,
But your entire team has to be just big fat guys
Dude,
for some reason.
the
They're
guy
the
who
best
was fil-
golfers in the world.
the guy who filmed that latest video, he turns the camera back on him. He goes, "We are all scratch golfers," and they beat us by like 11 strokes.
I like the people being
No,
like,
59, I think they shot.
yeah, I like the guys being like, there are people in the comments being like, if you guys were all scratch golfers and you turned into 59, then you should have lost.
Yeah.
That's a hardo take. I don't understand. I would want to borderline fight people if they came in with a 48 on their card and tried to act like they did that.
Unless it was one of those tournaments where you can like buy unlimited mulligans,
Yeah.
like, to
Yarn.
raise money.
They would,
or
yeah,
whatever.
like the yarn thing.
That's those are
What's
those
the
are
yarn
annoying.
thing? I don't know that one.
Like they give you a 12-inch piece of string and you can use those inches on putts. So you can say like, oh, we want to be given this really short putt that we all missed. You can cut part of the string off. And then
but a 42?
stupid.
Was it a 42?
No, the 48.
Oh, 48.
But that just means you're lying. Like that means you're holing out on numerous holes from the
Yeah.
fairway. Like it's just such bullshit.
Yeah.
I think this means we need to roll the ball back.
You could.
But y'all aren't ready for that conversation.
I'm ready for that conversation. I'm fine with it at this point.
Guys are out there turning 48s. Come on, man.
Yeah, and the guys that don't look like they're, you know.
They all look the same.
How
It's
do you
the
walk
same
up?
guy.
How do you walk up and accept that like prize, that whatever the prize is?
It's shameless, dude.
If we shot a legit 48 at one of these Scramble tournaments, I'd be like, guys, we can't turn this in. This is embarrassing. It's like maybe a 53.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. Like it has to be something within the realm
Yeah.
of possibility.
Every guy has a Oakley M frames and a goatee
Yes.
and a camo hat on. That's the guy who shoots
In a
48.
pot belly. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
It like has a serious garage beer problem. That's
They're just
who it is.
They're just splitting fairways the whole day.
They're just money. They
knocking,
don't miss.
knocking pins down.
They don't miss greens.
Have you guys ever turned in a low scorecard at a scramble?
Yeah, and we fucking lost by like 6 strokes.
I've never come close to winning one of those.
I won a wedding scramble, but there were 2 teams that showed up with 61s, and we were one of them. And like we felt pretty good about it, but it was me and another guy, and then 2 scratch golfers.
Was Drew on your team?
No, but I had 2 scratch golfers on my team, and then it was me and another guy who did contribute pretty well. But like, I don't know, shooting a 61, I was like, that seems pretty fucking good to me. I'm pretty happy with this.
The guy who filmed that was a +2, he said.
Bro.
No, I'm angry every single time.
Unreal.
Dude, is there anything worse than getting on like a vibe on the back 9 of a scramble, and you get to like 16 and you give one away, you bogey it, or you par a par
That's the one that
5,
cost us.
and you just know it's so deflating, and you walk in, you turn your card in, and you're just like, let's just fucking go.
Did you hear about Clay's team, dude?
And they give
They're
away
fucking 13 under right now.
they give away like legit prizes at these things too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like you're taking from people if you fucking fib.
That's why I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, who are these fucking ringers
not
that
worth
just
it.
took my
These
pro
people.
shop credit?
Yeah.
No, this happened to us at like a sorority golf tournament in college where we thought,
Frat.
yeah, and in retrospect, like frat on good sirs who turned in like the 54 or whatever they turned in. It beat us by like 8 strokes. But we came in thinking, man, we played pretty good. We didn't bogey any holes.
There's always a running joke between my friends and I about these dudes in Harbor Springs who they would go to scrambles and stuff and just get absolutely obliterated and turn in cards that were just super low, but they were also really fucking good. And we were like, honestly, I think they just do this. Like they're just good at drinking 30 beers and going low as possible.
Yeah, it's always the young bucks are the ones who are honest in these. It's always these old dads.
It's the guys who like have the Facebook Avi. Like
yeah.
you know what I'm talking
car?
about?
Yeah.
The photo
From
of all,
the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't recognize the other pronouns. Yeah.
They just show up. They're like, well, there's a lick right there. We're gonna win that one.
Mhm.
What I want to happen is for 2 separate groups to have the same idea and end up at the same tournament and see who's willing to go just a little bit lower. Like who's willing to turn in the 47. That's what I want to know. I want like a shame off. Two teams of guys wearing Big Johnson t-shirts just to square off in a scramble.
Yeah. I wouldn't go up and accept that trophy. Like, yeah, you guys go.
It's
I'm gonna
shameless
sit back. I'm
behavior.
gonna sit back here.
Shameless behavior. It's supposed to be a sport of,
Gentlemen.
like you say, you think it's supposed to be gentlemen only, ladies forbidden.
I don't ever remember saying that. Good episode, guys. Good episode.
Are we done?
We're about there.
I feel good. I feel good putting a bow on this one. That felt pretty good.
Oh, 72 minutes. Yeah. We got to go. We got to go reach out to YouTube.
The
Our good
YouTubes.
friends.
If anyone has a solution, please hit us up. This is dire. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.